Hi everybody and welcome back. Today I've got some replays in the AMX M4 54. Now this is a tank that really needs some love, I think, to be honest, at tier 10. I'm hoping in the next changes, whenever they may be, whenever this video releases. I mean, they could have had it the Tuesday coming up, they could have had it the Tuesday after, I don't know. Depends on how I set this video to release. It needs love. Because I don't know what went through. I mean, you can't question what they're like, to be honest, when they do the balancing. But when they released this tank, why they changed it? But they released this, I think it was a month or two, a couple of months after or before the Super Conqueror. I can't remember which way round they came out. But to release the Super Conqueror exactly the same as it is on PC, when everybody on PC said this tank's ridiculous, and they released the Super Conqueror and left it without changing its stats. But then they brought this thing out, which, you know, the tier 9, everyone said the tier 9's ridiculous, so they changed it, which, fair enough, it needed a slight change, but not as badly as they did to it anyway. Still a very, very good tank, to be honest. I love the tier 9. But then this tier 10... it's just disappointing. I wouldn't say it's like terrible, it's just disappointing. Because I mean, the turret armor is great, the cupola's a nightmare to pen, but the frontal armor's slightly disappointing. It's the type that people fire high pen premium at it and it goes through. The lower plate, thing is, the tier 9 doesn't even have a lower plate really weak spot. The lower plate's quite strong. This one does, and that's just weird in itself. But it's also but they didn't really change any of that. It's the guns. The 120mm reloads, was it 1.3 rounds a minute slower than a Super Conqueror? Why? Especially since this tank is just generally worse than a Super Conqueror. I don't get it. The accuracy is worse, the aim time is worse. I just don't. I don't get why they did that. And then you've got this 130mm as well, which is the worst 130mm on any tank. Like, it's got the worst DPM, worst accuracy. I'm not too. Well, no, it's not got the worst accuracy because I think it's what 0.37, and that, I guess the Russian guns. But I think there's also the shell velocity, which is dreadful. It's like 800 meters a second, which, you know, it just makes it feel even derpier. To add to that, the fact that it's only got 250 standard pen and 280 premium pen. A lot of tanks have like 270, 260 standard pen, so it's just a disadvantage in that way. The 120mm is better, but to me, it just feels, it's just boring to play like that, and it's boring to play like that, and generally, I just feel at a disadvantage to every other tank. So I'd rather have this gun, which isn't very good generally, and have the big alpha. Like, generally that's my preference. I mean, obviously I'm a big gun fan anyway, but I'd rather have that than have the other gun, which I still feel worse than a lot of other people. So yeah, so that's the reason I fire full prem in this, because I got sick of bouncing stupid shots with the standard rounds, and I just wanted to have a bit of fun with this big derpy gun, to be honest. So I just loaded full prem. That's why I do it. So right now we're on Kunas, and we have had the perfect fight for this tank. We've driven about, and everybody's stayed in front of us. We've managed to put the gun to work. We've bounced a few shots. We've, managed to put big hits into people and then not take really many in return. That's a problem you've just seen there. It gets shot in that little cheeks, and your ammo rack goes, which is like the Type 4 and Type 5 in that way. It's painful, and then obviously your big reload becomes even bigger. So now we're advancing this Type 5 heavy, and I missed the weak spot. It's slightly derpy gun, but at the same time, my bad aim, to be honest. And we're just we're at that point now where we're winning. Like, that's just what's happening. We need to get in as fast as we can to get more damage. Like, I don't think we're going to get time to shoot this chisel. I think he's going to get shut down yet. And we're just still pushing at the minute. We've done a steady 6k, 1,000 spotting. We've pushed as fast as we can. We've kept pace of the game. We've put some good shots in here and there. And it was a pretty nice brawl to be in, to be honest. Like I said, it was perfect for this tank, but unfortunately, that sort of brawl just doesn't happen enough for this tank to be any good. I'd say it just needs love, especially this 130mm needs love, especially. They completely nullified it on PC. I know it's always tiresome talking about PC has this, we have that, PC has this. But it has an over around a minute better rate of fire. Like, they just killed it and made it so that the only option to be any sort of decent competitive is the 120mm. I mean, you'd probably be stupid to run this gun all the time, unless you're me, because I mean, I just do it anyway. Yeah, to be fair, I don't care about that. If a gun's like, if I can still do well with a gun like you've just seen, like a 6.3k Ace Tanker's nice. If I can still do like well with a gun like that, reasonably consistently, then I'll take it. Basically, you know, I'll use it. It's not like using the derp gun on a Pershing and then doing that because it's like, oh, it's a derp gun. Like, it's not going to work because the Pershing's guns are amazing type of thing. You know what I mean? So I'll take this over the 120mm just for a bit of difference and a bit of fun. So now this is one that I had again a little while ago, and this one is using the 120mm because I've kept switching between two, basically going, this one's better, that one's better, no, this one's better, and I got bored of the 120, so I'm just stuck to the 130 now. So we're presumed up with Swindle on highway, and he's in the M48, I think. I just missed it. But yeah, so basically he's in a tank anyway that he'll be able to spot their opposite ridge quite nicely, and anyone that advances. So we get a nice shot at that T95E6 there, and I'm not too sure how that hit him, because I'm pretty sure I had nothing of him there. That one bounces. Oh, we get spotted on the crossing field. Sitting where I am now is quite dangerous, but nothing seems to be shooting at us right now. There's that 1-2-1 in the dip. That misses. Again, didn't fully aim it. That's the thing, that these French guns are very annoying because they are the type that if you don't fully aim, you will miss 90% of your shots. You've got to fully aim them. They're quite irritating like that. Like, you can't do snapshots all that often. It's not like playing the well, to be fair, the M48's got godly soft stats, but like the M48, you can reliably hit 70% of shots on the move because the gun handling is just insane. But yeah, you can't really do that with this. So the rate of fire's alright, the accuracy's okay, the aim time's is a bit okay. But yeah, so now, since there's clearly nothing over here, we can advance into the field and see what we can see, basically. And the one thing you always want to do is get as close to these ridges as possible, because then you won't get shut down by camping TDs, pretty much. And you can spot them all while your guys black them for a lot of their health. So it's a good way of getting a lot of spotting on this map, is by pushing across, but you've got to judge it right. Because if you go too early, you can just get completely wrecked on the crossing. Yeah, then you don't get anything at all. So now we're pushing over, we've got the shots at this leopard, which is quite nice. Shut him down. And we can move up. And currently there's nothing spotted. Well, everything that they've got is at the JK8. They're on that 8 line. Currently we've got shots at the Z100 across here. Critical damage only. Yeah, it was a chance of shot, to be honest. It probably wasn't going to go in. C95E6 camping the base. I mean, again, you don't. Valor Award tanks camping a base. Nah. No, you don't see that. No. That's not a thing. You're lying. So right now we've got me and Swindler both pumping shots into him, focusing them down, Unfortunately, Swindle rolls leaves him on 1 health, which means I'll have to try. Which means I'll have to shut him down. But look, the reload. The M48 fired at the same time. And managed to reload so much quicker. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the DPM, but Death Star says hi. He gets shut down. Again, this was back when the Death Star was still 1750 Great Alpha. This Batchat's decided I'm the one that should be shot. He's really focusing on me quite hard. And well played, Batchat. Well played. So yeah, we shut him down, and now everything else that was spotted earlier on is on the JK line. I actually think this game, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is a game that Swindle had and he's on his channel right now. So I might, if it is, and I am right, I don't know. I'm wrong quite often, so then I'll link that down below, so you can see from his perspective of what this game was doing, basically. Yeah, and so he comes out with quite a good game in this, and I'm just trying to rack as much, put as many shots down range now as possible. We've got quite a lot lit, but not enough for me to shoot. So again, I'm going to advance. I'm not going to sit and wait for them to present me with shots. I want to push, get in there, and get shots at them. We've got some nice shots at the back of these guys. The Ag Tiger pops up and shoots me in the side. I'm not going to stay tracked and stay there, so I'm going to push forward. I'm not actually too sure he got spotted when he did that. No, he didn't. He's unspotted. So yeah, so we want to try and push forward and, shoot these guys. We track that FV215B, and he gets FV4000. He gets 183'd and shut down. So he gets a nice amount of spotting from that, or tracking anyway. We're spotting these guys. We're also getting decent tracking. We've got someone capping, obviously, because it's just what you do in it. We track the 277, and he gets shot for 1,000 after we track him. That's just sod's law. Now we've got this E100 to farm, and he's not going to get shot from everywhere. Trying to hit his ammo rack, because the ammo rack's in the back of the turret. Now, right now, I've switched, because I'm thinking, you know what, if he's going to turn to face me, which he doesn't, I'll fire APCR through his turret. I hadn't realised. I've run out of AP. Yeah, so derp that one. Shoot the Ag Tiger there, break his engine, and I was going to finish him, but then Swindle's like, "No, look, Tom." So I'm like, "Okay, it's all yours." Not that I'd have reloaded in time, I don't think, to be honest. We shut down 277, and we're going to see if we can get a final shot into this E100 as well. And nope, Swindle gets there. Shuts him down, as does a load of other people. But that's another nice game in the AMX M4 54, and that shows what the tank is capable of with the other gun as well. There's a lot of shots in that game that I would have probably missed with the 130, because there was quite a lot of long-range shots. And that's where that gun came in better, to be honest. So out of that, we've got over, we've got 10k combined, pretty much, just over that. And we've had a very nice game. Swindle himself has also had a very nice game. That's like, 13k combined, something like that. And we shut down that other flank and got good shots everywhere else quite nicely, and that's this one. As always, thank you for watching.